Ho 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 ho. Oh. Who let me on the internet? Who let me on the internet? If this is the precursor of how the rest of HauzPlant is gonna be, then yo, count me in. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Do you like my sandy festive, what? My shiny festive sandy beard? You like it? I love it. Very nice, very nice. Hi, my salty pecans, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Pamela, and on today's Vlogmas HauzPlant video, I am going to actually just recreate this lovely Pottery barn item that's for sale. Yo, Pottery barn has the audacity, the nerve to charge what, $109 for a freaking twig wrapped in twine. And you know what? I'm gonna show you guys how to do it for $0. Oh no, my beard. So when you all come back, this is gonna be fixed and we're gonna get into the Pottery barn DIY. Sold.
But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it.
Alright, so welcome back. I think my planty beard, my shiny beard is good to go, and I have this festive green top on, so let's just get right into it, why don't we? So it was lunchtime, and I decided for my lunch break I wanted to go by the waters, you know, to get some fresh air, to get that nice scenic NYC view. And on my way during lunch, I noticed that they're putting one of the trees up in an area, so I decided to, you know what, bing 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 bing, the idea light, the light bulb popped up in my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can use one of these to make this awesome DIY. So what I have decided to collect in my home for $0 to help with this DIY is this. I found outside. It's one of the major trees. It's from one of the major trees in NYC that's going up for the holidays. And this thing is shedding like a mofo. I also have this little plastic test tube. This one is from this restaurant, and I'm only using it, it's plastic, so I'm not worried about it breaking. But also the reason that I want to use a test tube is on normal trees, you have it inside of the plant stand, the living trees to be more specific. You have them inside of the stand where you have to also add water inside of the stand. So I'm thinking if I want one of these little, you know, hanging reef situations, I definitely want to try and rig this test tube to the end of this to have, you know, some sort of water, you know, compartment for it while this is also hung up. So I'm using this. I also have a multitude of, well, I only have two options. I have this size twine, and then I have this size twine. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this one to actually hang up the branch, and then I'm gonna use this to tie this onto the plant, just so it's not like slipping and falling and water is not like falling all over the place. So I also had these little mini, what are these, bows, so I could add onto the branch if I see fit. Lastly, the last thing that you need is boom, some water to just fill here up. And yeah, So let's get right into this DIY. I'm gonna pan you all down a little bit more. All right, so I hope you all can see me. This is refusing to stay on the table, right? Boom, put my phone away. So the first thing that I want to do is actually take this piece of twine, and I'm going to just fit this test tube around here. And now I'm going to take the twine, wrap it like so, taut, and then I'm also going to wrap it around the branch like this, and then I'm gonna wrap it again like that, making this knot to try and have this be as secure as I can. And I'm gonna give this another wrap around here, and then I'm gonna tuck this in the back like so. And the reason I'm doing all of this knotting is because I literally just don't want this test tube to fall and just have water splashing all over the place. Not really, you know, my cup of tea. Alright, so this looks very rickety and very bootleg, and yeah, it looks like it should cost more than $109 from Pottery Barn, because you're not gonna get that. So I have this bootleg situation that's going on. It looks really good. I'm really happy about it. So the next thing that I'm going to do is take my twine, Santa Claus is coming to town, ba-da-dum. So the next thing I'm going to do is take a pair of shears. This is the only thing that I have. And I'm going to try and measure out the cord and see how long I might want this to hang. So I'm thinking if this hangs with maybe about a little bit over a foot of cord, and I'm going to take maybe like 4 or 3 inches more than what I need of extra cord. Boom, cut that. And the reason I'm taking extra twine is because we are going to need to tie. So the first tie I'm going to do is down here. You can keep the photo out for reference if you want, but this is literally nothing that needs a photo for reference for. This is like the easiest, cheapest, fastest DIY ever. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to add it maybe a little bit more inside of here. Right? I'm really oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. All right, ooh, we are looking festival. Yay. Okay, this is hilarious. I actually think this is so funny. So I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna wrap it just around, and lastly but not surely, as my beard falls, alright, so the last thing that I want to do is actually add maybe like 2 of these mini bows onto the plant. Wow, I love it. So the last thing that you're gonna need to do is just add water inside of the test tube. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright, so this is not trying to stain, so we're not gonna stress it, okay? We're not gonna stress it. We're just gonna pretend like it wants to, and that's it. Oh my goodness. How do you feel? No, I'm a fraud. I've been exposed. I've been exposed. Oh no. Alright. Okay, perfect. So, how do you all feel about my DIY? This was so easy to make, and guess what? It cost me $0 because I had every single last material, every single last supply that I needed. The only thing that I did not have at home was the, you know, the twig, the branch itself, but everything else I had. If you find that you don't have a test tube, that's okay. You can just use some moist sphagnum or some moist like soil. No, I wouldn't give that advice. Maybe try to find something to, if you don't have soil or water or a test tube, maybe try the sphagnum, wrap it around to have, you know, to hydrate this plant, because if it's a bigger tree, you're gonna try to keep it hydrated. So let's try to keep this hydrated too. So all I'm gonna do is find a spot for this beauty and we are good to go. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please let me know by giving a thumbs up and sharing. Subscribe if you aren't already. Join this little cookie family because we're pretty awesome here. Become a salty pecan. We're dope AF. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a new video. And I will see you in tomorrow's